What's up, Steelers Nation? I'm Rafa Mendez and welcome to the Steelers Agora channel. Here you'll find all the hottest and most exclusive news about the Pittsburgh Steelers. And today we've got some breaking news. The new quarterback Will Howard is now officially a Steelers player. Before we dive into this explosive update, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps our work and shows that you're riding with the Steelers until the end. Let's talk about the guy who could change the Steelers' future, Will Howard. He was selected in the 6th round of the 2025 NFL Draft with the 185th pick and has now signed a 4-year contract with the franchise. And trust me, this name might just surprise everyone. Howard shined in college in 2024 playing for Ohio State. He had a sensational season, completing 73% of his passes, throwing for 4,010 yards, 35 touchdowns, and just 10 interceptions, a performance that earned him a 175.3 passer rating and a spot on the third-team All-Big Ten. But he really stole the show in the playoffs. Over 4 games, he threw for 1,150 yards, 8 touchdowns, and only 2 interceptions, with an impressive 184.4 rating. In the national title game against Notre Dame, he calmly led his team to victory, completing 17 of 21 passes for 231 yards and 2 touchdowns, enough to be named the offensive MVP of the college football playoff final. Before his time at Ohio State, Howard played at Kansas State, where he already showed talent and steady improvement. In 2023, he was named second-team All-Big 12 with 2,643 yards and 24 TDs. Now, he joins Mason Rudolph and Skylar Thompson in the battle for a spot. Does he have a real chance to climb the depth chart quickly? Now that Will Howard is officially on the team, the big question is, how tough will the competition be for a spot on the final roster? Right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers have 3 quarterbacks: Mason Rudolph, Skylar Thompson, and Will Howard. Rudolph is currently the favorite to start the season. He finished 2023 strong, leading the team to the playoffs and earning the coaching staff's trust. But that doesn't mean his job is locked in. Skylar Thompson, coming over from the Miami Dolphins, brings experience as a backup. Though he's had his ups and downs, he's a solid competitor who knows the NFL pace. In this context, Will Howard will need to prove early on that he has the talent, smarts, and adaptability to handle the pro game if he wants to earn a spot on the roster. He's got a 4-year deal, but there are no guarantees in Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin has made it clear, jobs are earned on the field, not by name or draft status. Howard has potential, but he'll need to stand out in training camp and preseason to surprise everyone and possibly lock in that QB3 spot. What does the future hold for Will Howard in Pittsburgh? The answer might just surprise us. Even though he was picked in the 6th round, Howard isn't seen as just a camp arm. His winning background at Ohio State and his national playoff performance turned heads for a reason. He's a quarterback with the tools to develop quickly. With Mason Rudolph in a contract year and Skylar Thompson still needing to prove consistency, the Steelers could be thinking mid to long term. Howard has the physical and mental tools to eventually grow into a potential QB2 or even QB1 if the team chooses not to re-sign Rudolph or if Skylar doesn't pan out. Plus, Howard's rookie contract is extremely affordable salary-wise. That gives the Steelers' front office flexibility to strengthen other parts of the roster without hurting the salary cap, something crucial for teams looking to compete now and in the future. Howard is a strategic investment, a valuable piece on the Steelers' chessboard who might just turn into a hidden gem, as we've seen happen many times before in the NFL. So, Steelers fans, we want to hear from you. Do you think Will Howard could be the future at quarterback in Pittsburgh? Does he deserve a real shot at a roster spot? And how do you see this battle shaping up with Rudolph and Skylar Thompson? Drop your thoughts in the comments. A trade between Brandon Aiyuk and the Steelers might be gaining momentum. Before we dive into this potential blockbuster trade between the 49ers and the Steelers, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps our work and ensures you don't miss any explosive NFL updates. Let's talk about one of the most talked about names of this offseason, Brandon Aiyuk. The 49ers wide receiver, who signed a 4-year, $120 million extension, might be on the verge of a change of scenery. And the hottest destination right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Aiyuk is an undeniable talent. A first-round pick in 2020, he has been one of San Francisco's most consistent targets. In 2023, He recorded over 1,300 receiving yards and 8 touchdowns, establishing himself as a key piece in the offense. However, his 2024 season was cut short after a serious knee injury, a torn ACL that sidelined him after just 7 games. The salary situation also plays a role. With a contract that will count nearly $10 million against the cap in 2025, the 49ers may be willing to trade, especially after a free agency period that was considered weak. That's where the Steelers come in. With George Pickens and DK Metcalf drawing all the attention from the defense, adding Aiyuk could form an explosive duo. What's more, he could be the perfect asset to attract Aaron Rodgers or support a future rookie QB. Now, let's analyze how Brandon Aiyuk could directly impact the future of the Steelers, especially considering the moves that might happen in the next draft class. With the potential arrival of a rookie QB, in case Aaron Rodgers decides not to sign with the team, adding an experienced receiver like Aiyuk could make all the difference. Additionally, the Steelers' offense has a big need for depth at wide receiver. Right now, DK Metcalf would be the only major threat, and the lack of a strong second option could compromise offensive performance. Aiyuk could fill that gap with his ability to separate quickly from coverage, as well as being an excellent option for deep throws and post routes. But what does this mean for the draft? It's possible that the Steelers, even with a rookie QB in mind, might choose to strengthen other positions in the 2025 draft, knowing they have an experienced receiver on the team to support this new beginning. Of course, a trade for Aiyuk would also depend on how the 49ers handle the financial impact, and if they'd be willing to share that cost. In the end, adding Aiyuk would also be a strategic move for a team that wants to stay competitive while preparing for the future with a young QB. Now, let's get to what everyone's talking about. Will the Brandon Aiyuk trade to the Pittsburgh Steelers actually happen? According to NFL insider Mike Florio, the 49ers would love to strike a deal with the Steelers, who, in turn, are looking for an impact wide receiver. The trade could be advantageous for both teams. The 49ers, after Aiyuk's ACL tear and his large contract extension, may look for a way to relieve some financial pressure, especially with the elevated costs. For Pittsburgh, Aiyuk would be a welcome addition to their offensive lineup, with the goal of giving the quarterback, whether it's Mason Rudolph or perhaps a potential rookie star, more options. The major challenge would be the salary impact. Aiyuk's contract, which totals $120 million, means the Steelers would have to absorb a significant portion of that load, in addition to his ACL recovery. Still, a trade could involve a draft pick, possibly from a mid-round, helping the 49ers resolve their financial situation while the Steelers add more talent to their roster. So, what do you think of this potential Brandon Aiyuk trade to the Steelers? Could he be the missing piece to give Pittsburgh's offense more firepower? And how would this trade impact the team's strategy, especially with a rookie QB on the way? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. See you in the next video.